Just got back in my car here. Oh man, today is the 20th of November and holy crap, she's breezy. I kind of want to see what the outside temperature is. Let's see here. Outside temperature here. Man, if I was a little bit more prepared. It's not even coming up on watch. Hold on. Well, I took a look at the weather app and it showed up that in my town it is 24 degrees with about 42 mile an hour wind gusts, leaving the real feel of the outside temperature being -1 degrees. So you could say it's a bit chilly. It's a little bit nippy. Yeah, got done with work. Gonna run to Target, pick up some oat milk and ask my wife if she needs anything. I ran out of oat milk, which I use to create my own coffee creamer, which basically is just oat milk and maple syrup. If you ever want to try it out, you can make up your own kind of ratios of how much of each you want to put in. But it's delicious. You could have it hot. You could have it with hot coffee or a cold brew or iced coffee. But yeah. Other than that, gosh, I thought I was recording after I got in my car. I thought I was recording for like a straight 2 minutes, and I was saying all this stuff, and then I passed by this person who crashed, had a little fender bender, and I went to stop the recording, and sure enough, I wasn't recording. I just took a picture. So stupid here, but yeah, I'm gonna run into Target, probably call up my wife and see if she needs anything. I will be right back. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about to my 6 subscribers, I am going to post a workout video that I made, and it's mainly just a workout that I made for my sister. So sis, if you're listening to this, it's coming. I don't know when. Hopefully by the end of this week or this weekend. I think Friday. I'm actually working from home, so I could actually record it on Friday. But yeah, I'm gonna run in real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, just got done with Target. Now I'm gonna figure out how to maneuver out of this parking lot, since, you know, everybody wants to go at the same time. They're all getting done with work. And yeah. But anyways, where was I at? That workout plan. So this workout plan is basically a 4-day split where it consists of a chest and back day, I think a shoulder, leg and shoulders, I think, and then arm day, and then legs again. I wish I could remember it. I have it printed out on a sheet, but I think there's about 4 exercises per day, 4 or 6, and basically just is about what you should do for a warm-up. I mean, warm-up can literally consist of just walking on a treadmill for 3 to 5 minutes, which I think that's what I put down, with a minute being a faster paced walk, a minute of backwards walking, a minute or 2 minutes of backwards walking, and then like a minute of just an active stretch, which arm circles you could do for active stretching, side to side core stretching. That's basically it. And then having like 2 to 3 work, you'll have your first exercise having your warm-up sets, and then your working sets only having 2 to 3 working sets. And they go by pretty fast. This is this would be like a beginner's 4-day split workout. And when I do it, I'm just gonna do like a couple reps per exercise, just showing the form, the what would you call it, the timing of each rep, which is, I think I put down a 3-1-1, which basically means it should take you, or no, a 1-1-3. I'm gonna have to look at the sheet. Basically, the concentric movement, which is if you're pushing, it's the force of pushing out. If you're pulling, it's the force of pulling in. That is the concentric, because you're working on like the actual muscle. That is basically 1 second from the starting point to pushing out. That's concentric. And then it's got like a 1 second hold. So if you're pushing, you hold for 1 second, and then you lower. And the lowering part is the eccentric movement, or the negative. People will call it the negative and the positive, eccentric, concentric. But the negative portion is 3 seconds. And that's going to be your strongest part of the lift. And it's going to help kind of like control the weight on the way down, or controlling the weight back to its original position if you're doing a pulling. So if you're doing a row, pulling in, concentric, holding for a second, and then the eccentric movement is letting it return. And that return should take about 3 seconds. So it's like a 1-1-3. And you don't need to lift heavy. Like when I'm going to be starting to work out again with weights, I'm not going to be pushing what I was pushing before my shoulder injury. I'm going to have to build that right back up. So technically, whoever might be watching this, if you don't work out or if you don't exercise and you want to get into it, it's a perfect way to kind of like look at what somebody does that's not crazy jacked or on gear, or one of those influencers that are absolutely very hyper energetic. I basically just do my lift. I do my warm up, do my lift, a little cool down. If you want to do a stretch, you can, and then you're done. It's not the hardest science to get your head around, especially if you're starting out. But yeah, I think whoever wants to watch it, it'll be a good learning experience for the both of us. Honestly, I'm learning how to teach an audience how to perform different lifts my way. Just because it's my way doesn't mean it's the right way. Everybody's bodies are different. Some people might want to squat with the bar on their back. Some people want to squat with the bar on their front. I personally like front bar or front squats over back squats. Some people like to have their feet wider than their shoulders. Some people like to have a shorter stance when they do it. Depends on how comfortable they are with it. Depends on what's more comfortable in the sense of like how their hips are aligned. Everything's different. So it's basically just figuring out what works for you. I mean, I'm not a exercise scientist. I'm not a physician. I'm not a doctor or a physical therapist. I just have done these exercises enough to where I know what works for me and would more than likely work for the majority of people if they do it correctly, with good form, with good control. You know, it's not how much weight you can push or pull. It's about how much control you have over the weight that you are lifting and how much you are able to progressively overload while doing it. But yeah, we're gonna get started on these workout videos soon. For now, I just have to continue on doing some shoulder rehab, and I'll kind of just continue showing those videos, or when I do take videos of my shoulder rehab. Not a lot of talking is going to be going on with instructional by now, just because I've already gave instructions on how to do it. I might chip in a little bit of advice or whatnot for if I'm doing something different and why I'm doing it differently. But for the majority of the part, I'm just going to do the lift, maybe bullshit around during my breaks, and then get back to the lift. It's not going to be all instruction, doing the reps, speeding up the video just to be able to fit in a time crunch of I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long or no, not even that, an hour long of me just talking on what I've been doing for the last 30 minutes, just because I already have some videos on why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. That should be plenty enough. But anyways, I'm gonna let you go here. Hopefully I can get this video posted today. Hopefully. It's such a beautiful day outside. I've been waiting for this cold for a while. I do not like winter. No, I do not like summer. Summer is just, I don't like hot weather. I like cold. Now when it's 40 mile an hour winds, when it's this cold, not really. But I do like the snow. I do like the cold. I like to get, a little bit of icicles formed around my mustache or my beard. That's just the way to, that's the norsk in me. Okay. It's just genetics. All right, I'm gonna let you go though. Bye-bye.